You can't see it, smell it, or taste it, but radon might be inside your home, and it can lead to serious health conditions if you are exposed to it. It's National Radon Action Month, a time set aside to remember to test your home for the naturally occurring radioactive gas. And joining us today to talk about some of the health dangers and how to properly test for it is Heather Johnson with the American Lung Association in Iowa and Dr. Matthew Trump, a pulmonologist at the Iowa Clinic. So thank you both for being here. Doctor, I want to start with you. Just give us in layman's terms, what is radon exactly and what makes it so dangerous?
Yeah, so radon is a colorless, odorless gas that gets into our basements through the soil and it impacts our homes. It's the number 2 cause for lung cancer, and so we definitely have a lot of concern for that in our part of the country.
And for either one of you, how do we know if it's inside of our home?
Yeah, so like Dr. Trump said, radon is colorless and odorless. So the only way to know if your home has an elevated risk is to test for it. And actually, according to the EPA, all of Iowa is zone 1 for radon, which means that over 50% of homes have an elevated level of radon.
Wow. Do we know why that is here in Iowa?
I think it just has to do with the environment here.
Yeah, so technically it's from the soil, and way long ago when we had glaciers here, there was a lot of deposits from these chemicals, and they just get into our soil, and our soil is really rich, and just the way the molecule is, it leaks out from the soil. And we have basements in Iowa, and so the soil accommodates for that. So most people in their homes have basements as part of their home, and so it just leaks in.
That makes me wonder, is there any increased danger if you're hanging out more in your basement rather than other areas of the house?
You know, I think each house is different. The best thing to do is really to test for radon, and you can purchase a test kit easily at lung.org or at your local hardware store. They're as inexpensive as $15, and
Wow.
they have their own instructions, but typically you put the test kit in a spot in your basement where it won't be messed with for 2 to 7 days, and then you send it off to a lab to be tested to get your results.
Wow, that's amazing. So what exactly goes into putting that test together and having it work and get those results?
You usually just follow the instructions on it, but like some of your B-roll shows, it's usually like a cardboard card, and you just set it out, like I said, and follow the instructions on the test kit, and it tests the air in your home.
Okay, that's pretty amazing. Yeah, just $15 and could really help you with your health. So doctor, talk to us a little bit more. I know you mentioned a few things earlier, but what are the implications? How long do you have to be exposed, do we know, and to how much?
Yeah, so the implications are that radon can cause lung cancer. And so as far as exposure, length of time, concentrations, obviously higher concentrations are more concerning, but we typically live in our homes for a few years, and so we do see greater incidences of cancer with longer exposure there too. As far as specific times, I don't have the answer to that.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. You know, I think a lot of people don't realize that you can get lung cancer without smoking, and not just secondhand smoke, being exposed to that. My last question is, when we do the testing, how often? I mean, is it one and done and we know forever that the house is safe, or what do you recommend?
Honestly, I would recommend testing your home every 5 to 10 years. There's also laws in place here in Iowa that regulate testing in schools, daycare centers, places of business as well. But we do recommend testing more than once, and also asking questions about radon, maybe when you're buying a home or renting a new place, to see if where you're living has a radon mitigation system installed or not.
And do they not need to worry if they have that mitigation system there?
The mitigation system should take care of the radon in your home, but it is good to still test, like I said, every 5 to 10 years.
That's great to know. Anything else that either of you would like to add that we didn't cover?
I just want to say the importance of getting checked out, getting tested. If you're having any strange symptoms and you're concerned about it, talk to your doctor, talk to your provider, get some tests done, and don't ignore your symptoms.
Dr. Trump, thank you so much. Yeah, Heather?
I was just going to say too that here in Iowa we do have a radon poster contest for kids ages 9 to 14. You can learn more about it at lung.org, but it's open to all schools and even clubs where kids can learn about radon and then make kind of an educational poster, and there's prizes.
Oh, that's great. All right, a little incentive for the kids,
Yes,
right?
of course.
Okay, Heather, thank you as well so much.